Yo, what's going on, everybody? Frozen Fist back with another interview.
Interview?
Fuck, what am I saying?
Podcast?
I'm so out of it.
Episode?
Back with another episode. What, 49? 49. I'm out.
49.
I'm out of it, bro. I'm out of it. Yeah, we had Mitch Ramirez on this morning, so that's why I'm still in interview mode, bro. But and also this is a lot earlier than we typically do our interviews, bro. So I'm out of it. I'm not prepared. But we're gonna make it work, and we're gonna have a great episode here. But yeah, episode 49.
You're doing great, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. We had the UFC Apex event last weekend, and then we got UFC Baku coming up this weekend. So a couple decent cards. Talk about the Apex card. I mean, wasn't nothing great, wasn't nothing crazy, but you know, had some good fights on there, good scraps. And then UFC Baku, it's actually a pretty good card, bro. I'm looking quite forward to this. Do we have a time? Does anyone know a time at, that this card starts? Because I just realized that this shit is across the fucking world. So I'm going to search that up quickly, see what time this is.
It's 11 a.m.
Prelims start at 8, main card at 11.
Okay.
Central Standard Time.
I don't hate
It's
that.
a little afternoon card.
I don't hate that. I really don't. Okay, bet. So we got that coming up this weekend. That'll be fire. Like I mentioned, we got Mitch Ramirez on this episode, so I hope you guys enjoy. But other than that, the only thing else I really got to mention, back from Montreal, went to Montreal last weekend, hung out with the boy JD, Eamon Zahabi, met fucking GSP, the GOAT of the sport.
Go.
Gave the boys some shirts, went for some good eats. And shit was fucking a good time, man. It's pretty grateful to be able to go out there and do that. Go out there and promote the brand, promote the boys, the Frozen Fist boys. And it was a cool-ass experience to travel alone for the first time. I honestly, I really did enjoy it, bro. A little bit lonely, I will say, but that's a fucking pretty fun experience that I will definitely be doing again. So if anyone's watching this who owns a gym, message me, let me come train. I want to go to Arizona next, bro. I want to go to the MMA labs in Arizona next. That would be fire. That would be dope. Go train with our homie Marcus.
That would be sick.
But yeah, bro, it was a good trip. I don't want to take up too much time talking about that, but I'll let you guys, you know, kind of say your intro before we get into the news here. So QJB.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sendro. Back at it again with another podcast. No, I got nothing much else to add, man. I was just at my sister. You know, it's graduation season. Everybody's graduating.
Crazy.
Little
that
sister just
she's
graduated,
bro.
It's nuts, bro. Sister just fucking finished high school. So congrats, shout out to you, little sis. But it was weird, bro, walking around those halls again.
Yeah.
The old stomping grounds.
Used to run
Fucking
those halls.
Found our graduation year pictures on the wall. Everything looks the exact same. Didn't even paint. Actually, bro, you want to know what is different? They got these fucking big AC units now in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They got fucking ACs in there now, bro. So at least they got that. But other than that, yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to just yap some fucking fighting right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was honestly a pretty solid week. The past Apex card, all the main card fights have ended via finish. So, you know, kind of what you can ask for a fight night, right? So, and then obviously UFC Baku coming up this Saturday, birthday card, pretty hyped. So
Let's go.
let's get into the news. Starting off, Jamal Hill is moving up to heavyweight for his next fight.
Interesting. What is this? Like the third or fourth light heavyweight moving up now?
Yeah.
All these dudes.
This dude
moving up.
wants the Josh Hoke smoke.
This dude trying to get back at Alex Pereira at heavyweight.
Yo, Jamal, tubby little boy up there, huh?
He is, bro. He's already a big motherfucker. He's like,
Yeah.
He's been off for a while, and I feel like, yeah, he's just been prepping for this move to heavyweight.
doing the John Jones bulk.
Yeah. Yeah, he's called out Pavlovich. He's called out Hokit. It seems like he wants to enter the top 10, top 8 right away. I definitely think he has to get kind of like we need a fight at heavyweight to see what he looks like and kind of see how he does. So I think he needs not a top guy, but like top 15, top, around there. But
For sure.
It'll be interesting to see how he does. Obviously, he's been off for a while, so we'll see. Next up, Aaron Blanchfield versus Jasmine Jasdavicius at UFC 330 on August 15th. Let's go.
Jazz.
Let's go,
Let's go,
Jazz.
Jasmine.
Isn't there another Canadian on that card? Oh yeah, Jillian. A couple Canadian girls on that fighting on that card. Gonna be it's gonna be an exciting one. Do you guys think this will be on the main card?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
I
I'm gonna say
I think that
no.
this will be one of the later prelims, maybe the featured prelim.
Yep.
I don't think they're gonna
I'm thinking.
I don't think they're gonna put two women's fights, WMMA fights on the main card.
I think this will be the fight before the featured prelim. That's my predict.
That's
That's
what I'm
valid.
thinking
That's
too.
valid. Yeah, because they only have Islam, Ian Gary, Mackenzie Dern, Jillian, and then Edson Barbosa, Esteban, as well as this fight. As far as I know right now, I can't remember if there's probably some smaller fights announced for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is like Aaron Blanchfield versus Jasmine. This is the 4th ranked versus the 7th ranked. So I feel like
The WMMA, bro, they will put those fights on the early prelims sometimes.
I know, but if there's 6 fights on the main card, I could see this being the 2nd fight from the 1st.
Nah, there will only be 5. There will only be 5 on the main card.
Only be 5, yeah.
It's a numbered event, bro.
True. I think I could still see it being on the main event or the main card. I don't know.
Get our predictions now. We got a couple months until this card.
I'm trying to think who they could get on there.
Bro, I mean, they're gonna make.
Bro, they only have 4 fights. There's only 4 fights that are out right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, bro. There's absolutely zero chance that they put another WMMA fight on the main card, especially an Islam card at that.
All right, we don't got to delve too deep.
They got
into
Mackenzie
this.
Dern and Jillian as a co-main. I mean,
month and a bit away. So Amanda Hebos is out of her fight.
I'm actually thinking Josh Hokett's gonna get on 330.
Okay. Are you for real? Or are you just talking?
I'm dead ass, bro. I'm dead ass. I watched the Josh Hokett Ariel Helwani, and he said he's already got a fight planned. He's already got an opponent. It sounds like, and he thinks he can get 2 more fights in before the end of the year. So I was thinking like, there's not a lot of time left. There's like what 6 months till the end of the year. So if he gets a fight in August, this is August 15th, 330. He can squeeze one in December maybe. So
Yeah.
We might be getting Josh Hokett versus like fucking Pavlovich or some shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
So that could be on
Waldo?
330.
Maybe even a Waldo matchup.
Oh, Hokett versus Waldo. A little bit of history there. Like they were talking shit to each other. That'd be cool.
I think it's gonna be one of those
Hokett.
2 guys. That's my predict.
Yeah, Hokett versus Jamal Hill. He's gonna shut him down. He's gonna say, "Go back down, buddy."
I guess it could be Jamal too. Yeah, who knows? Fuck.
I don't know. Hokett loves to be active, so. Yeah, Amanda Ribas is out of her fight against Fatima Klein at UFC Oklahoma on July 18th. Tabitha Ritchie, Baby Shark, is stepping in.
Let's go. Fine shit versus
This is very
chopped shit.
fun.
Let's go,
Who?
Tabitha. Fine shit versus chopped shit.
You think Fatima's chopped?
Bro, half her head is shaved. She's chopped, bro.
Your whole head is shaved.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
your
a
whole head
dude.
is.
Shout out,
I'm
bruh.
I'm a dude
Shout
though.
out.
Yeah, and I'm looking.
Nah, I won't take
2026,
the
bro.
I won't take the Fatima slander, bro. I've seen her in interviews and shit. She's chill. She's cool. I want to get her on the podcast.
All right, shut up, Fatima. Yeah, I shouldn't talk bad. I do think she wins that fight. I actually do.
Oh yeah, dude, she's very good. She's very good. I like the Richie matchup though. Like I feel like that's pretty solid.
I like it better than the Amanda Ribas. to be
Yeah.
honest.
So hell yeah, and that's coming up. The long-awaited rematch: Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov at UFC Belgrade on August 1st. That's happening officially.
Will we
Let's
see
go.
this fight? Who knows?
Let's go.
It's gonna be another draw.
Yep.
I wonder how many fights have been draws and then they rematch and there's been another draw. Probably so rare. It's probably honestly never happened. I don't know.
Never. Yeah.
Mansur Abdul Malik versus Dustin Stoltfus at UFC 330. So there we go. There's an addition. Little prelim.
Good bounce back. Good bounce back for Mansour after getting chinned.
Yeah. Yeah. But honestly, I'm trying to think. Dustin Stoltzfus. I might be thinking of someone else.
That fight might actually be the co-main. If we're really talking about what's on the main card, that fight might be the co-main.
Mansour?
Yeah, man.
That's a
Dude, damn right.
that's a
Real
fire
deal, man.
co-main, man. Fuck. Shit's not even a fight night co-main.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian, bro. Because they're women, let's put them on the prelims. Welcome.
For the belt. Early open up the card.
Curtain jerker, belt fight, first ever time that's ever been done.
No one in the fucking building. Thiago Moses has been removed from the UFC roster. Pretty cool. We saw his last UFC fight.
That is cool. Dang.
We saw Gilbert Burns' last UFC fight, and we saw Thiago Moses' last UFC fights.
Couple Brazilians.
Yep. I was thinking, like, he is pretty young. We might see him back in. Like, if they need a replacement fight quick, he might get back in somehow. I could see him fighting maybe in the PFL. I don't know, but I think there's a chance we see him back in the UFC at some point. He's a vet.
Yeah.
Mitabek Oralbai versus Jeremiah Wells at UFC 330 on August 15th. Once again, another 330 edition. So, yeah.
Well, this is definitely a prelim. Maybe even early prelim. But what are we doing with Oralbai, bro? We had rumors of him fighting Leon Edwards, and then bro got booked against Jeremiah Wells. Like, that's quite a big spectrum in terms of competition.
Yeah, I don't know. The Leon Edwards shit, I don't know where that came from.
It's so random, too. Like, came out of nowhere.
Yeah. And it was weird. Like, in a way, it didn't really make sense. I don't know. It's an interesting one. Ante D'Elia is out of his UFC Belgrade fight against Johnny Walker due to injury. The UFC is looking for a new opponent.
That was the co-main event of that card, so hopefully, because that's already, bro, we got a main event, D-Rod versus fucking Euros Medic. That card, yeah, exactly, bro. That top half of that card is already freaking dog meat, so hopefully we get a replacement. Need that.
Yeah.
Robert
Valentine, bro. Co-main.
Dinky poo-poo going on, huh?
Yeah.
Dricus Duplessis versus Kamaru Usman is officially the main event for UFC Oklahoma on July 18th.
About freaking time this shit got announced, man. Not sure why it took so long. Still a weird matchup.
Usman should be fighting for the belt, man. It's fucked up.
Okay, really, buddy?
It's fucked up, man.
Okay, really, buddy?
185 Kamaru Usman.
If we get this, if DDP gets this win, do we see DDP Strickland 3? I mean, you got like Imavov, you got DDP now up there. This is actually a pretty.
Well, DDP moved up, didn't he?
What you mean?
Or wait, who am I thinking of? No, I'm retarded. I'm thinking of fucking RDR.
we got Kamaru.
DDP might have to move up soon, dude.
Yeah, he is a big motherfucker. So
you never know, bro.
That's good calm.
And hey, bro, I'll stand by this. Sean obviously beat DDP in that first fight.
Agreed.
Sean Strickland can beat DDP. I mean, we just saw him beat Hamzat. Sean Strickland can beat DDP. So
yeah.
Yep.
Hey, trilogy, let's go.
Let's run it.
While we're on topic of UFC Oklahoma, might as well mention Charles Jourdain versus Marlon Vera is officially UFC Oklahoma's co-main event.
Let's go,
Charles. Let's go, buddy.
Charles. Let's
go fucking box the shit out of that guy.
I would much rather see this matchup than Peyton Talbot because Peyton Talbot's a good fighter, bro. I'm not sure. I'm pretty high.
He's out of the rankings though. No longer ranked according to AI.
It is fucking weird. We'll have to talk about those too. Those AI, those AI rankings are.
It's coming up. It's like one of the next news parts. So.
Oh, okay, perfect. But yeah, Charles Jourdain versus Chito Vera. I think that's a very winnable matchup for him. The Peyton Talbot matchup would have been scary. That's all I'm saying. I think he could still win that.
You're talking for Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he could still win that, but I think this is a lot more favorable for him. I think he's gonna put a masterclass on Chito.
I mean, everybody does, bro.
Ayman Zahabi. Ayman Zahabi had a war with Chito.
I guess.
Nah, why you hating Chito, bro?
I got nothing else to say.
Why you hating Chito, bro?
I love that guy. He's in my blunt rotation. That dude's a fucking man. You know.
Is Is Jourdain gonna reintroduce the knee to him, bro? The O'Malley knee.
Oh, what if Charles Jourdain is the first guy to put Cheeto Vera's lights out?
Well, it's because O'Malley like already did the damage, so
Exactly.
it's like
He just
Charles just
But
kind of
Cheeto's on like 2 HP right now.
yeah.
Damn, all right.
Sugar gets the apple there for sure. That's an
Bro.
assist in my book.
Someone got to give Cheeto a mini shield or something, bro. He just been getting beat up.
Some bandages, a med kit. Get this guy a med kit.
For real.
UFC Vegas 119 bonuses. Fight of the night went to Oliveira versus Philly, and the performance of the night went to Manel Kape and Murtazali Magomedov.
Well deserved.
Good job.
Well
Good
deserved.
job, fellas.
Kind of weird. That's a weird fight of the night in my opinion, but I guess I don't know. Can't really remember many of the other fights, but I remember thinking that was a bit weird.
Yeah, I think it was the right one. I feel like thinking back
on it, yeah, I would say that's probably not a bad call.
You could have went like even like Bolanos, Michael Aswell Jr. That was a good fight.
That was a good fight.
I thought
That was
It
pretty
was a
back
good
and forth, yeah. Yeah.
The opening fight on the card, Shane Collins. That was a good fight.
Bro, I saw a lot of people hating on that guy.
I did too, and I didn't really understand it.
Yeah, maybe that's not the best he's ever looked. Like, I don't recall ever seeing him fight much. But, like, as, like, a first-time viewer, like, I was saying to you guys, like, I saw, like, shades of, like, Dustin Poirier almost in his boxing, just the way he was moving and putting comms together. I thought he looked fucking pretty decent.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, man.
I would actually like to talk about the performance of the night. I feel like Levon Shokeli should have got one. Hurt Shabazian with the leg kicks and then finished him with the liver shot. Yeah, Manel Kape had a great performance, but Manel Kape also got rocked like 2 or 3 times throughout that fight. So like,
Yeah, I mean that's a good point, but I would just say like
main event gets a finish.
no, not even that. I just don't think Leon Shabazian is UFC caliber. Like
Yeah.
just the way he looked.
Yeah,
Like it just didn't. I don't know.
that's
Like I feel like you have to earn that. I don't really think as good as Levon looked in the 23 seconds. I just don't know if the opponent standing across from him is worthy of him getting that bonus. You know what I mean?
Not you valid.
Get donuts across the board.
You valid. Fight of the night
Shout out
snub.
Leon though.
Fight of the night snub. Kara Rosa, Luana Santos, man. Luana
Oh, you like that one, huh?
Luana Santos, most entertaining fighter on the roster.
Good call, man.
Oh my God, looking at
110
these-
strikes, 9 significant strikes. Fire.
Good call, man.
Fire. Luana
Bro, I mean, I was saying it after the Melissa Gordon fight, bro.
Rosa too. 126 strikes, 7 sigs.
Yeah.
God.
I don't blame Carol Rosas because I mean she just got held. But Luana Santos, straight junk fighter, bro. Absolute junk.
She's lucky she's fucking hot, man.
Not even that, bro. She's junk.
Combined 236 strikes between the two fighters. Only fucking 16 of them were significant strikes. Jeez.
Throwing straight peanuts.
Jeez.
Fuck.
It's a peanut party.
New UFC AI ranking system is officially in effect, rewarding performance and quality of victories more accurately.
Dog shit. Dog shit. What is UFC doing, man? Just I wanted to give this a chance. Like maybe this is maybe it'll be valid, maybe it'll be accurate, but these are dog shit, these rankings, bro. Dog shit. I do not agree with these rankings whatsoever, bro. Is the pound for pound, is that AI generated now, or is it just the...
As far as I know, it's the pound for pound. No, it's just the division rankings.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these. Really weird to me. Also, on the UFC app, it's not even updated. It's not even updated.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about the app, bro.
Holy fuck, like, nice organization, buddy.
I'm surprised the app's not completely
Fuck
AI
off
yet.
and watch the fights.
I'm surprised the app is not completely AI generated.
Yeah, we're getting there, though.
We're getting there. We're treading that way. How long before we are legit watching AI fights? Like, they're not even real. Like, just, it's pixels on our screen.
I want to actually see. Do they have... Oh, yeah, so Ayman Zahabi drops down to 12.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, you got Figgy above Ayman Zahabi. I think Ayman Zahabi dominates Figgy at this point in his career, bro. think he fucking sucks.
I mean, the biggest one that I was seeing everyone the outrage over was Kevin Borjas. He was like,
yeah, what the hell is that
10.
bullshit? Bro's like 1-3, 2-3, 2-4 inside the UFC, some shit like that. Like, come on.
top 10.
We got Joe Anderson Brito in the top 15. Bro, what we doing?
But hey,
Nathaniel
Melissa
Wood
Croden,
at
top 10.
9. Holy shit. This is crazy.
Shout out Melissa Croden.
Pat Sabatini at
Holy
7.
shit. Pat, I was literally just about to say that. Holy, where's Melissa Croden ranked?
I think she's 7th in women's bantamweight in the AI rankings.
Oh, we'll take that. 8th. No, 9th, sorry.
Yeah, there we go. Top 10.
Above Bia Mosquito. Interesting.
Hell yeah. Future matchup maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
I really
Weird
don't-
looking at these, man. I haven't really like given it a good look over, but
Yeah.
a couple interesting names I'm seeing in there.
Yeah, I don't really agree with
I mean,
these.
yeah, it came out and the outrage was crazy, bro.
And rightly so. Like, these are fucked.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when the UFC's making fights and matchups now, what are they? Are they going to be using the meta fucking
No,
AI
so
rankings, or it's
they're
still
using a
gonna be-
mixture.
Mm.
They're using a mixture of the old or the it's still the current. They're just experimenting with the AI, what they, perceive. So it's gonna be a mixture. But yeah, it's interesting.
We got Navajo Sterling at 12 and Dustin Jacoby right above him. Yeah, this is something. This is something, that's for sure.
This is something. It just goes to show, I mean, the human eye and just like what?
Bo Nickel is ranked 12th in middleweight. Give Bo All right, if that's the case, bro, feed Bo Nickel Israel Adesanya.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it just goes to show human perception. The human eye is better than AI. I mean, we already knew this, but
Yes, sir.
AI can't do shit, bro. Andre Lima is moving up to bantamweight following his loss at UFC Vegas 119 past weekend.
Andre Lima. I mean, bro, bro lost to Zoe and now he's crashing out. Apparently he's moving up to bantamweight too.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said. I'm sorry. I was tweaking. I meant he called. Who did he call out? He called someone out. He called out a few different guys actually, from what I remembered. Let me look at this on Twitter, bro, because I remember seeing him.
He's kind of crazy. I mean, his first loss and he's moving up. Like, I felt like he was doing pretty well at
I
featherweight.
think he just can't. At a flyweight, you mean?
Or flyweight, yeah.
I think it's just the weight cut, but yeah, he called
Yeah,
out Cody Durden. That's what I meant to say.
Who I believe just lost his fight, or just lost his opponent, Ode Osborne, right? So
Yeah, so
maybe Andre Lima wants to step in. I don't know. Is that too soon? I don't know.
yeah, he wants to fight at UFC 329 at 130. So catch weight. Interesting.
Okay. That's a fine matchup, I think. Sure.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why he was like crashing out really bad after this loss, but yeah, he was doing fine at flyweight. I guess just the weight cut's taking a toll at this point.
Yeah, gotta be. Carly Judice versus Gisela Chavez at UFC Sacramento on August 22nd. Carly Judice, let's go.
Yay! That's actually a banger. That's a really good fight.
That is a really good fight. Shout out to our girl Carly, man. We'll have to get her back on the show, but yeah, you guys know how we feel about Carly Judice. Best WMMA striker.
And his fucking Gisela Chavez chick is fucking pretty nuts too.
She's good, bro. She's good. She's the girl who was a ring girl before, right?
That sounds
Damn, really?
familiar.
I'm
That sounds right.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she was a ring girl for like I don't think the UFC, but other MMA promotions.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, she's,
I'm pretty.
I do remember her fighting on the Contender Series because she was fighting Montenegro.
She just fought not too long ago too.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I want to say.
June
Yeah.
6th.
Yeah.
The Muhammad.
This is a pretty tough matchup for Carly Judice. Not gonna lie, but I think she
It
can
is.
I think she can do it.
100%. 100%. This is a good
good
fucking
test.
This is a good scrap. Good woman's scrap here.
Facts.
Oh yeah, she's not bad looking. And finally,
Fucking gooner.
I didn't catch that shit. It took me a second to realize what you were saying.
Anthony Hernandez versus Gregory Rodriguez, UFC Sacramento main event on August 22nd. Let's go.
Let's go, Fluffy. Getting
Fight.
himself back in the win column. This is a winnable fight, man. Very winnable.
Fluffy by murder.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he'll just kind of dominate the wrestling and fuck him up.
I think so too, bro. I think this is gonna be a classic Fluffy performance here. I hope so, anyways.
Yeah, I want to see that guy get back in the win column, look fucking good while he's doing it.
It just makes what makes 185 that much more exciting, bro. We need Fluffy to win.
Yes, sir.
This was wait, who did I get Fluffy in my blown rotation? Did I pick him?
Can't really remember.
Mm-hmm.
Or did Sendro?
I might have had him. I think I have
you
him.
might.
Yeah.
He might have been one of your final picks, yeah. Fluffy headlining another event, this time Sacramento, California. So he gets to headline a little fight night in Cali. So
That's fire.
Let's go.
And he doesn't have to stop smoking before, because when it was in Houston he couldn't smoke, bro. So now he's able to smoke his gas and get the job done. Maybe that's why he lost.
we're about to see a freaking dialed Hernandez, man.
Dialed fried Fluffy.
Yep, best version.
Facts.
Let's go.
All right, bro. Well, that wraps up the news, the UFC news from the last week. Quite a bit of news, actually. So that was a good little segment there. I feel like we haven't had a nice news segment like that in a minute.
Some big announcements. I feel like we're going to be getting some more here soon.
Oh, also, I want to mention being rumored very heavily right now.
Yeah.
Carlos Prates versus Michael Morales at 3:30.
Hold on. Who predicted this though?
Holy shit! This guy knows what he's talking about, man.
Hold up.
Pull up the clip.
Give me my flowers, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, I gotta find.
I put this shit together. Dana White, thank you for taking my advice. It's very much appreciated.
I gotta find that pod episode, because, bro, you literally.
It was pretty recent, man.
If this shit happens,
I'm pretty sure you clipped it. I think you clipped it.
I did. I think I did.
Yeah, yeah.
Or Barrett did. Yeah. We gotta find that. Because, bro, that's a fucking huge matchup, and the fact that you almost predicted that shit to a T, that's aura.
Hey, this is just rumors, though.
It's what should happen, though, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
It really is. It really is.
Like, this is a sport. This is how it should play out.
We can't keep these guys
Hopefully
on the
that's how it plays
sidelines.
out.
We can't keep these guys on the sidelines for like 6 months to a year, man. Can't happen.
I'm sorry,
Alright, so
but
then let me ask.
you're gonna have to kill one off. As shitty as it is, like I know we both like these guys, but you have to, bro.
That's the sport.
You can't have
bro.
both guys, like you said, sitting out waiting for title shots. We got to figure out who deserves it more.
Yep.
I'm excited if that happens, bruh.
Let's go.
So let me ask this though, since you know it's rumored for 3:30, right? Islami and Gary.
Yeah.
We got 2 belts on the line already. This fight, this is 2 versus 3.
I think CP is actually 1 now. So 1
versus 3.
Yeah.
1 versus 3. So this is behind Mackenzie Dern, Jillian.
Well, you got to put a title. You got to put a title in the co-main, brother. That's just how it works.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Wait, are you really asking that right now, bro?
No, I'm just saying that's a stack 3, bro. Like that's
okay.
pretty crazy.
I thought you were questioning the order.
To have this fight behind, I'm gonna be honest, not the greatest co-main. I mean, obviously there's a belt on line.
Yeah, I don't got a choice but to put it there.
I would much rather see CP versus Michael. I'm just saying.
Hey,
CP is number 2, by the way.
Oh, he is? Okay. So
we got Ian.
So 1 versus 2.
It would literally be the champ versus 1, and then 2 versus 3.
Fire. Okay. Bet.
I mean, that would just be bro. Having CP versus Michael co-main, and then you get to watch the same weight class as champ go at it, bro. Like, oh my.
And bro, imagine though they have the winner of the CP Mike fight like go and face off the winner of the belt fight.
Yep.
Come on,
UFC. It just makes it, and all these 4 guys are fighting at the same time. Obviously, depending like injuries and stuff can play a factor, but all 4 fight at the same time. They should, in theory, all be ready at the same time. The winners to match up. You know what I mean? Like, just makes too much sense, dude.
Just match
that
these
division, like,
motherfuckers up, man.
There's just so much shit going on in that division. If you have the opportunity to just get a bunch of it done in one sitting, you might as well just fucking do it.
Why not do it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. You don't often get to do it.
Let's run it. Fucking CP, Michael Morales are gonna fight for the winner of the belt. Islam versus Ian Machado Gary. Oh my god! Imagine we get the Ian Gary CP rematch for the belt. Oh my god!
You just dream of things like that happening, bro. If that happened, all would be right in this world. This guy just busted.
Someone just hit me. Shit.
This guy's busted.
Sorry.
All right, so Josh Hook's for sure being on this card because you got to get a heavyweight fight on the main card. This card's gonna be one of the most stacked cards of all time.
Holy dude, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
All right. Maybe I'll chill. Maybe the year. One of the stacked cards of the year, bro. This shit's crazy.
I feel like I keep saying that about cards. Like, damn, this shit is the most stacked card of the year.
But if it plays out like this with CP and Michael, and then obviously Josh Hockett wants to be active, he says he's got a fight planned. Maybe it's Waldo.
UFC White House. What are we talking about? Nothing's gonna beat that this year.
That's in the past. We don't care about that anymore. We know Waldo wants to be active. Waldo versus Josh Hockett. That's gonna happen. UFC 330. Mark it, book it. That's my prediction.
Clip it. We just predicted the future. All right, bro. Now
send it over to Mitch.
Oh shoot! Yep. Sending it over. Mitch Ramirez. We literally did this interview short notice this morning. Made it happen. W interview. Bro was very in-depth answers. Mitch has one of the coolest. I shouldn't say coolest, but like most inspiring.
Most inspiring, yeah, 100%.
Most inspiring stories in the UFC. You can really see in his answers just a very highly intelligent dude, speaks well, carries himself well, and it was a pleasure to interview him. So shout out to Mitch. It was very fun, and I hope you guys enjoy. We'll cut to that now. What's going on, Frozen Fists? Back with another episode, another guest. It is our pleasure to have UFC lightweight fighting Chase Hooper in Oklahoma next month. In my opinion, one of the best stories in the sport. Mitch Ramirez, thank you for giving us some time, Mitch. Greatly appreciated. Your story is crazy, inspiring, so it's just our pleasure to have you on. Obviously, camp has started for you, so how is everything going, and how's camp going?
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate the love. Yeah, man, camp's been going great. This is the first time I've had, like, real notice for the UFC fight. Both of my other UFC fights have been short notice, so this is the first time I've been given adequate time. So it's been going really well. You know, I verbally agreed at 11 weeks out, so I've been training pretty damn hard for a while now. I don't, can't complain.
Absolutely.
Healthy, in good shape, just trying to just just get through this last hard few weeks here and go out there and put on a show.
For sure, man, for sure. Well, first one for me, obviously, I just mentioned your story, but I know you've talked about it a lot. I'm sure it gets pretty repetitive, but I truly do think it's just it's a really inspiring story, and I think a lot of people, the more people that hear it, I think the better. So can you kind of just I guess, give us your background, how you got your start into MMA? I know you were in wrestling before, but how you got your start into MMA, like your teenage years. I know that you went through a lot in terms of drug use and the prison stuff. So can you just guide us through those years and kind of building off that? Once you're finished telling your story, can you kind of go into what type of mindset you had to grow into to pull yourself out of that position?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So a little background on me. Yep. Grew up out here in Orem, not the biggest town in the world, but there's a lot of drugs and stuff like that out here. So, from a pretty young age, I was always just getting in trouble. Always in trouble in one way or another. And then that just progressed, toward by the time I was a teenager, it's turned into drug use, hanging around, maybe the wrong people and wrong environments. And that just, kind of just continued to be a problem throughout, all junior high school, stuff like that. Struggled in and out of detention centers and boys' homes and, other state programs and stuff like that. And but at the same time, came from a wrestling family, grew up wrestling and doing that a lot. And then found MMA when I was 14, and it was kind of that was around the time that things started to get even worse. I feel like that was when things progressed past just petty trouble to getting arrested to more stuff like that. And it was kind of this push and pull between I knew I loved MMA and I felt like I could be good at it, but then there's also this other pool of, the drug abuse and the crime and other stuff that I was, finding myself getting pulled into. By the time I was, out of high school, I was fully addicted to, multiple heavy drugs and everything else. And then, that kind of came to a head with, getting in some pretty serious trouble and going to prison for a few years. And, when that all happened, it was kind of like I hit a spot where I realized I didn't want to do that anymore. I kind of hit a spot where I was like, okay, anything but this, like we've got to figure this out. Cause you never, even as like with all the stuff I was doing as a kid, I was still just a kid. I never really saw myself, going to prison, going like that far. I always figured I'd like, oh, I'll figure it out, or it's not that big of a deal. Everybody else is just tripping out. I need to just be, if they just leave me alone, I'd be good. And obviously that wasn't the case. So I think that was kind of like my wake up call was, I mean, I had a few of them, but that was kind of the big one was, going to prison when you're 20 years old. It's like, I don't know, I'm not that stupid. So I was kind of like, all right, this is what life's going to look like if I can't figure this out. And I decided, to set some pretty hard, maybe even unrealistic goals for myself at the time. And one of those was to be, main one to be a UFC fighter. I told myself I was gonna, I know I could be somebody. I knew I could, do something better with my life. And, obviously when you become, a felon and stuff like that, a lot of those doors close. And I knew that, the UFC fight, as long as I can fight, they'll probably pick me up. So that's what I chased. And I chased it hard for years. The whole time I was in there, I chased it. And when I got out, I chased it. And it took, probably about 8 years from the time I got out to get there. But, I just unwaveringly pursued it, and in the face of financial issues, of, personal issues, everything else, everything else came second to the goal for, many, many years and still does at a certain point. But as far as the mind state that it took to get to where I am and to be able to pull that off essentially and be who I am today, I think it's the biggest thing is just like unwavering, um I'll say unwavering self-belief and then unwavering action. I think that's the biggest thing was I just, I made a promise to myself a long time ago in a place where nobody else was watching or listening or cared. And that was that I was going to do my best, really do my best. And sometimes your best isn't, sometimes your best today isn't the best tomorrow or the best the day before, but every day just showing up and giving my best and showing up and working my ass off, and refusing to quit, even on days when I wanted to. There's been a lot of days you chase something like this, and there's a lot of days where you're going to doubt yourself and you're going to second guess, whether your ability to pull this off. And, I just, like I said, promised myself in a dark place a long time ago that no matter what, I wasn't going to give up. And I think that's what carried me through was just accepting that it's going to suck and there's going to be a lot of doubt and there's going to be a lot of, setbacks, but I'm not ever going to waver on that goal. And that was kind of what got me here, I think, is yeah, just a dogged determination and refusal to give up.
Hmm. Yeah, building off that, like the doubt, because I mean that's something that a lot of people face for sure. I even face that like with our page and whatnot. There's a lot of doubt. Is that something that was just like kind of short bursts of doubt, like maybe you have a bad sparring session or something, you got a little bit of doubt after? Or is that something that like you had to kind of work past for an extended period of time?
Oh yeah, it's for an extended period of time. I think that in different moments, like there's, sometimes it's just like we all wake up in the morning, and I joke about this, but like I don't know, like the morning scaries or whatever else. You first wake up in the morning and like all those injuries hurt and your body's tired, and it's like you start thinking about what you got to do this day, and it's like, man, this is gonna suck or whatever. But it's like, at the same time, like that's like a small doubt, but then there's big doubt, and I feel like I've dealt with pretty, not I won't say bigger doubt than most, but I've come across like a lot of challenges that other fighters haven't had to face on top of the past, including a lot of health problems. And for a long time in my career I had a hard time finding fights, like I couldn't find fights, so it was like I was just sitting around and I'm like, man, like is this ever going to work out? Because I could just, if I can't fight more than once or twice a year, like where am I ever going to get, and it was like,
Yeah.
so that type of discouragement. and then being born with a heart condition that started to become a real problem during my professional career before the UFC. Like, man, am I going to be able to do this with this? Stuff like that. And so yeah, having to deal with pervasive doubt, and honestly even like potentially realistic doubt. That's the other thing too, is it's not like it's like, oh, you're just not believing, and it's like, no, like there's some real challenges here that I don't know if I can actually overcome. But
Mm.
before I knew I had those challenges, I made a promise to myself, so I decided that I wasn't going to give up.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's what I did. So it's like, I think we all deal with doubt, and I think that one of the sayings I like to say is that, like, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Whether you believe something's true or you believe it's not, you're probably right as far as like how that's going to affect you a lot of the time. Obviously there's, that's not always true, but when it comes to this kind of stuff and goals and stuff, in my experience, the only difference between the people that have made it and the people who haven't made it, it's not necessarily talent, it's not necessarily opportunity, it's just mind state. It's like they believed that they could do it. They believed that they would pull this off, and so they did.
Yeah.
And the people that find that doubt and they find that excuse, or could be, realistic, could be a good excuse. Like me, dude, I was having heart problems, like fighting professionally, trying to get signed to the UFC, and hiding it.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's a pretty realistic doubt.
Yeah, for
It's like
sure.
Mhm.
that that's
100%.
that's not like, oh man, I can't get this shift off to take this fight. It's like, okay, quit that job, bro, if this is your
Yeah.
real goal. Like that's like a pretty like easily navigable problem. I mean, not I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it, it's never easy, but that always was like, those types of problems were always like easily, conquered, I guess. Like there's a solution.
For sure.
When your body's not working like a normal body, that's like, okay, like there's no way to like think through that, or like you're just gonna have to just face it and do it.
Yeah.
So that's where I think that, big doubt, small doubts, to answer your question, long way to answer the question. But I've dealt with, and I think we all do, we all have, nobody's, and I don't put that out there. It's like, oh, my problems are so much bigger than anybody's. It's just like there's different levels of problem, but in my experience, I just looked at them all the same way, as like, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
you know
First one from me. I usually like to ask our guests about their lives outside of fighting. I saw you're a big outdoorsman on Instagram.
Yeah.
So what are some things you like to do when you're not training?
Oh man, when I'm not training, I love being outside, like you mentioned.
Mm.
I just have always found peace in the mountains and peace in the woods, and by water, whether it's like a beach or a river or a lake, whatever it might be. So like that's one reason why I love living in Utah, and I just love Utah in general. Is just there's just so much access to this kind of stuff out here. I mean, you see
Yeah.
the view behind me. This is like what you get to wake up to every morning, and you get to go to bed to, and it's easy to take for granted when you live here. But living in Vegas for a few years made me realize, man, I I miss I miss being outside. So being outside, I think that that's a huge one for me. I like to shoot my bow and do all that kind of stuff, and just anything I could fish, hike, be on the water on a paddleboard, all that kind of stuff. I enjoy history, just getting into educating myself or doing something to stimulate my mind. Those are things I don't know, I call them like mental exercises, right? People work out their body, but they don't really work out their brain. I like to provoke thought by, listening or watching something that makes me look at the world in a different way or perceive things in a different way, and kind of go down and challenge maybe my own beliefs, or, uh, add to them in some way. So, but that's what I'd say for the most part, man. I love to be outside. Uh, I love just, I know I like to work out. I mean, duh, I'm professional fighter, likes to work out, but like not necessarily like, I like going to the gym. I like training and stuff, but like just like going on like a jog where I don't have to like think or
Yeah.
be anything. There's not
Mhm.
like, it's just for me. It's not like, oh, I've got to like beat this guy today, or I've got to like learn this technique today, but just to like move my body and sweat and just like be present with myself is one of my favorite things to do. And I think that doing that outside is probably my favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Next one for me. I know you have a little bit of a background like with religion. I know you come from a pretty religious household. But if I'm not mistaken, you're still, you still have religion in your life, right?
No, not really. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, I'm a spiritual guy, I guess. Like, I hope there's more to it, but
Yeah.
I don't really, religion isn't something that I really mess with very much.
Okay, fair enough. And with like, being spiritual with all that, do you think that influences, I guess, maybe preparation for a fight? Because like you said, there's tons of mental hurdles to get over every day. And me personally, I am religious, so like I know that plays a big role, and I guess preparation for anything that I got coming up. So how has kind of spirituality and I guess just all that stuff kind of influenced your mindset and your training regimen?
Yeah, no, I think it comes down to just like trusting, that inner voice or whatever you want to call it, of like, okay, like listening to my instincts and yeah, like I feel like when I get ready for fight. The question was right about being spiritual or religious and stuff like that. I always grew up around people that had a really strong faith in God. Like it was like that was like the most like above anything else. Like in the place I grew up, like that's one thing that you like that people are.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, I guess. And I saw it. I've seen it in positive way and I've seen it in a negative way. And sometimes when you go too hard with this stuff, it's like becomes a little over the top and maybe start to lose sight of the purpose of it, in my opinion.
Mm.
And I think that I've gone through phases throughout my life of like hating religion, accept like trying it, like all these different things, and I've settled at a point in my life where it's like I don't hold any grudges against religion or religious people, anything like that. um and I don't, but I also don't like put. And when I'm talking about religion, I'm specific. I'm not talking about God or talking about believing in something a higher power or anything like that. I'm specifically talking about like my experience with like organized religion, right? So I struggled with that for a long time as far as like having a relationship with God or having some sort of spirituality and distinguishing that from like the bad experiences I had with organized religion growing up and things like that.
Mm.
But it was over the years as an adult, I've hit a point now where it's like, I have my own definition of what works for me as far as spirituality goes and things like that, and I absolutely find strength from it. I always, I joke about this, but it's like, man, I don't. It's not a joke, but it's like I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for like some sort of a reason, in my opinion. I wouldn't have survived all the things I've survived or like been able to accomplish without a little bit of help somewhere
Mm-hmm.
along the way, probably. And whether that's like an intelligence or that's just fate or whatever it might be, like I'm okay with not having that answer necessarily. I don't have to have this like perfect definition of what it is for me, but what I do know is that like when I close my eyes or like I listen to my gut, there's something there that's kind of helping me along the way a little bit, and I've always felt that. So it's like every fight I've ever gone into, I just trust that, whatever happens and, the preparation and the fight and the wake, whatever that is, it's all part of the plan,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just like
Hmm.
all those dark times, growing up, all those dark times, my early adult life, all the dark times throughout my career when things aren't going well and my health's failing and all these other things. I've always found comfort in the knowledge that there's something, there's a reason, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, I truly believe my purpose is to help people, which is why I like to do these interviews and why I appreciate you guys reaching out. And I always try to when I see people that I feel like have a good message or whatever else or like want to interview for the right reasons, I always try to do it whether it's a big platform, a small platform, because it's like even if that interview gets through to one person, like that's worth it, right? If my
For
whole
sure.
career and my whole story saves one life, then that was worth it,
Yeah.
right? So and hopefully I can affect and help more than that. But that's really where I think that's where, to answer your question, that's like how I guess spirituality, God, whatever else fits in to my life and my message is like I really truly believe that my purpose and who I am today and what I'm doing today is to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So and if that's not, driven by a God, if whatever whoever he or she is, then then I don't know what else the point is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Hmm.
kind of I guess what I do is I align my purpose with trying to spread a good message and help people.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Um, so more about your career here. Your fights don't often go to the judges. Do you pride yourself on putting on exciting performances regardless of the outcome?
I do actually. Yeah. No, I said it from the very first time when I first started fighting. I'm like, the one thing I won't be is boring. The one thing I won't be is just like like a boring fighter. And I don't even have it in me to like, it's like I act like I'm like making this decision at a certain point. Like I guess I am, but realistically that's just who I am. It's like when I go for something, I go for it is with everything I've got. It's like if I'm chasing a goal, I'm chasing it with everything I have. If I'm trying to win a fight, I'm trying to win it with everything I have.
Yeah.
Right. And usually, and sometimes, that's gotten away from me and I've ended up, making a mistake that gets me knocked out. But most of the time it's worked out and I've ended up knocking that guy out. Right.
Mm.
So I do though. I think that that's, one of the things too, why the UFC signed me in the first place was it's, cause that's the thing in this game, man, there's so many guys that are good, at
Yeah.
a certain level. Like once you hit that professional scene and you start getting into LFA, you start getting into, tough enough, you start getting into these bigger promotions. Like, yeah, guys can win and there's so much talent, but like, that's almost not good enough. It's like, how do you win?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
can you grab a crowd? Right. So it's like, that's one thing I've always prided myself on is that I'm a performer. I go out there to not just fight, but to put on a show. And, if you pay good money to watch me fight, whether, if you're a fan, like what you do know is that wherever I pop up on that card, you're going to see a good fight, whether I beat the guy or he beats me or anything in between, it's going to be a good fight and you're going to be out of your seat. And I've proven that throughout my career. I've never been in a boring fight. So I won't plan on being in one on this one either. So, that's who I am,
Yeah.
the fight stalker. When I come to fight, I come to fight hard, I come to put on a show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know the fighters. You guys do care about the fans, but like the fan opinion, we love that. We love to see that. So, but the last one for me, obviously, you got a pretty tough test ahead of you in July with Chase Hooper. He's a great fighter. He's been in the UFC for some time. He's fought good guys. But pressure makes diamonds. We all know that. So, how do you handle the pressure going into this fight, and how do you see this fight playing out for yourself?
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like the pressure, it almost, to be honest with you, like, I feel the pressure less on this one
Mm.
because I've done this before already. I fought Carlos Prates up a weight class
Yeah.
on Contender Series. I fought Thiago Moises on 2 weeks' notice with a heart condition. I fought Mike Davis on 3 weeks' notice. Like I've fought. I've never had an easy UFC fight. My strength of schedule, even in and outside of the UFC, has been really high. So it's like, fight now. I just feel like this is now the first time where I've got to fight a guy like this who's got, I've, like I said, the names I named are big names. They're tough guys. I knew every one of those fights is going to be a tough fight.
Mm.
And this is the first time where I've had adequate preparation. Right. So, I think going into this fight, um, I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to go out there with a full camp, no excuses, no bullshit, and go out there and show people what I can do. I have respect for my opponent. He is a veteran. He's been doing this a long time. But he's never fought me either. And I think stylistically, it's a good matchup for me. I think that he does a lot of things pretty well. Right, he's pretty well rounded. But I believe that what I bring to the table, with the right game plan, is going to shut down what he does well. And I think he's going to find himself, pretty quickly in a spot where he's realizing that this isn't the same guy that he's seen in film, right? This is a different Mitch Ramirez. This isn't Mitch Ramirez sick on 2 weeks. This isn't Mitch Ramirez, you know, on 3 weeks notice and no real camp. This is Mitch Ramirez with 3 months, your name on a board, and a whole team of people watching film on you, building the plan to beat your ass.
Yeah.
And he's going to figure that out he's going to find that out pretty quickly.
Mm.
And I'm really excited because I've never gone into a fight feeling like I do right now that I've lost. The only fights I've ever lost have been lost to myself.
Yeah.
Lost to a bad decision in camp, lost to a bad decision on taking that fight and when I took it, lost to my own heart. Like when I fought Thiago Moises, dude, I was fully having a heart episode that whole fight. People don't realize this, but like I was doing 225 beats a minute when I fought
Jeez,
Thiago
man.
Moises
Wow.
from the warm up. You know what I mean? I was stuck in an arrhythmia the entire fight. And I
Yeah.
still fought that guy to the third round on 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and then Mike Davis, fighting him 3 weeks notice, a lot of personal stuff going on, and there's no excuse. Mike probably took it on short notice too. I actually have a lot of respect for Mike. We're buddies now on IG and stuff. But that was a fight that I shouldn't have taken. My health wasn't where it needed to be. My weight wasn't where it needed to be. I thought I was fighting somebody else, and then they told me I didn't have a fight, so I let way off the gas. I gained weight, over a couple week period, and was like, okay, we're not going to have anything for at least 2 months. So I was like, okay, decompress, let my body do its thing, not really training like I should be, and then they're like, actually, Mike Davis says will fight you, and I needed the money, so I did it, and
Yeah.
then I lost because I didn't prepare correctly,
Yeah.
So it's like this is my chance to like show who I really am, what I am, who I am, with everything in order, and at the same time, it's like I mentioned before with like my path and like my journey and the things that I've learned throughout that, and that's that I'm in the right I'm right where I'm supposed to be, doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, so I don't fear any outcome.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to go out there, I'm going to put on like I do, and then let the chips fall where they may. But I know deep down in my heart that my best is better than his best, and that's what I'm looking to prove on July 18th.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of want to build off that because you mentioned, maybe kind of wishing you didn't take some previous fights. But I think that, with every loss, there's a lot of lessons that can come. So are those fights that maybe you regret taking, or are those ones that you're a little bit thankful you did because you learned a lot about not only yourself, but I guess, your body and, how your thought process and stuff like that?
I mean, I don't regret it. It's not like I don't live in regret. Like I said, everything happens for a reason in my life. I've always been able to spin, I guess, a meaning out of whatever experience I've had, which is probably why I've continued to move forward. But as far as like regretting taking fights, it's not that I regret them. It's just like looking back. Hindsight's 2020.
For sure.
And it's like with what I was dealing with at the time, or this or that. I probably should have done this or done that instead. But that being said, that's not really who I am. So it's like, choosing fights, saying no, doing these things isn't really like part of my persona. So it's like I can say, oh, I should, should have done this or should have done that. But if I would have done that, it wouldn't be me. So,
Yeah.
like I am the guy that says, oh yeah, 2 weeks notice. Yeah, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like kind of the thing. Like that's kind of how I've always, and now at this point in my career, I've learned those lessons. I've gone through that fire, come on the other side of it. And this time around, it's like, okay, like now we're going to do this right. It's like I waited. I didn't try to jump into anything. I took a little time off, let my body heal, corrected some mistakes that I made in my technique in the past, and now I'm now I'm ready to go again. So yeah, man, that's kind of I don't regret it. It's part of what's made me who I am, and I believe that that's what's going to set me up to go out there and be able to perform on this stage at this level against a guy like this because I've already done this.
Yeah.
I've already done this with less resources, with less experience, against I believe more dangerous guys. Like Hooper's a tough guy, but Hooper's not kicking my arm and almost breaking it. Hooper's not collapsing my orbital with an easy shot like Carlos Prates. And he's not,
For sure.
he's not knocking me out with a flying knee like Mike Davis when I step on the cage. And not to knock him, right? I know
Yeah.
exactly what he's going to do. As soon as I hit him, he's going to jump on. He's going to grab my legs and try to play his jiu-jitsu and he's going to try to wrestle me to death. I already know that's a very obvious because if he doesn't do that, he's going to get knocked out pretty
Yeah.
quickly, and he's been knocked out in his last two fights. So I already, it's like if he thinks he's going to come and strike with me, oh sweet, let's do it. And if he thinks he's going to come and out grapple me, okay, then come try it.
Yeah.
So it's like going into this, I already know I'm aware of how this fight's probably going to play out, and I've been preparing for it. So there's no regret, there's no arrogance either. Like I said, I'm training like a psychopath because I need to.
Yeah.
And it's just excitement about being able to show the development and now move forward after those previous experiences that led me here.
Yeah.
Are you a guy that likes to watch and follow the UFC? And if so, what did you think of the White House card?
Yeah, no, I am somebody who watches and follows UFC. Lately, I feel like not as much as I have in the past because I've just been really busy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've been doing a bunch of side quests between like doing the sales job with my brother and like doing little things like that, and then my girlfriend and I just got a new puppy, but she's like a rescue that had to have a surgery. Like that's a lot of needs, so it's like all my spare time is like you know pretty much tied up. But I definitely go back and rewatch a card that I don't watch and everything else. And like the White House card, definitely went back and like watch the fights I wanted to watch and stuff. To answer your question, like how I feel about it, it's crazy, dude. I feel like I'm like, honestly, I was saying this. I was like, I feel like it's like a fever dream. Like I'm like, what is
Yeah.
going on? Like it's just, like I think there's like, I don't know, like there's like two sides of it. Like I think it's like, I mean, the organization I'm a part of is like fighting in the White House is crazy, right? Like that's a pretty pretty crazy thing to even like think about. Like if the NFL was playing there, or anything else, it'd still be just as crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think that in that side of things, it's maybe good for the sport. On the other side of it, it's like, man, I don't know. I don't know if that's the environment for us. I don't know if that
Yeah.
makes sense. But
No,
it's
for
kind of
sure.
like, I don't know. I'll say this with a lot of stuff. It's not just because it's the UFC, this or the other, but like because of probably my upbringing, everything like separation of like church and state, right? Sport and politic, all that kind of stuff. Like I feel like is important, and I feel like it's one thing when like an athlete will like get on a mic and like endorse a political party or this or that. I think it's a little different when like a big organization is like doing that, especially when they're like the leading entity of a sport, right? Like it's like the NFL had an opinion on you know on a presidential candidate or something. I would
Yeah,
feel it to be maybe a little bit inappropriate.
for sure.
Um, but that being said, I mean, I try not to think too much about it. I think that in some ways it's positive, in other ways I kind of am like, I would love to. I would love to have the sport just be the sport. I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like it just drives even like amongst fans and amongst like who thinks they can watch the UFC. I feel like it kind of like pushes some out and pulls some in. And I get they're like chasing a certain demographic, which that appeals to probably things like that, right? There's smarter people watching metrics than me, the UFC or whatever else. But I think that that's the only thing I feel like is like I've come across people that are like, oh, you fight for the UFC, so you must hold A, B, and C opinions, and I'm like, no, I don't. Like
Yeah.
I'm just a guy, like I'm just a guy who does this for a living. But it's like because of that, it kind of like I feel like
Yeah.
people like assume a lot of things about me because I'm part of the UFC that aren't necessarily true, things like that. So, and I think that stuff like that kind of reinforces that again. But like I said, I mean, it is they're chasing a demographic and they're trying to get views and they're trying to do this thing. Donald Trump's a big UFC fan, so it's not like I'm over here like, oh, I don't know. I feel like it's a weird place to be.
Yeah.
Because it's like I almost can't even believe it happens still. Like I feel like every time I see the photos, or like, you know what I mean? It's just like it seems like a fever dream. It seems
Yeah.
Mhm.
crazy. Like we did, like they built a giant arena on the White House lawn and walked guys out of the White House to fight. Like that's nuts.
Yeah.
It's just and like I said, like I mean, I don't know. It just depends on how you look at it. But for me, I guess I'm a big history buff, and I'm a big like, I don't know. I like politics. I like stuff like that. But I would prefer us to all. I don't know. I think that I want this. I would like the sport to be more neutral because I feel like a lot of people that
Yeah.
aren't that don't see that way don't feel like they can watch the UFC because of that angle. Like they feel like pushed out. And
Yeah.
I've heard this line from multiple people of like, oh, like I don't support that because of this or that, and it's like, man, I just think MMA is for everybody, dude. I just think that fighting's for everybody. I think MMA is a beautiful thing, and I think that martial arts are beautiful, and I don't think it has anything to do with your political beliefs. It doesn't have anything to do with, your worldview. Like anybody can come and get something from this, and like my message too. Like I want my message to reach everybody. I don't want anybody and like I said, everybody's different, and to each his own. I don't. If that's how you believe, do your thing, whatever else in between. But for me, I really I just wanted to. I just found MMA as a place for like you know I don't know, for everybody, and I
Yeah.
think that sometimes that stuff makes some people like feel like it's not for them.
For sure. Yeah. Bear, do you have
Yeah.
anything else?
Um, yeah, I mean, you kind of touched on it already, like with, if your story can go anywhere, like you just want to help one person, right? If anything, but just like when it's all said and done, what do you want fans to take away from you, not only as a fighter, but as a person?
It's all said and done. I think that what I want people to take from me is like to believe in themselves. It's as simple as that. Like I
Mhm.
said before, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're probably right. And I think that a lot of people get so hung up in like the obstacles in front of them instead of just the task at hand.
Yeah.
And I think that if my story proves anything, I think it proves that you can kind of do what you want to do in this world. It's like it's up to you on how hard you're willing to work for it, on what you're willing to sacrifice for it, and whether it's worth it, right? Because nothing's going to come without a cost. Nothing, nothing
Mhm.
worth having is typically easy. You know, the things I value most in my life are the things I work the hardest for. So I think that my message to everybody, and I guess the purpose of what I am and what I do is to show people that, hey, you know, like, if I can do this, like, I'm not any different than you.
Yeah.
Sure, I have like my talents lay in these areas and I've figured those out, but you also have talents, you also have things, dreams, goals, we all do. And the only difference between you pulling that off or the other guy pulling that off is you.
Mhm.
Right. So I think that that's my message, and that's what I try to show people, is that no matter, you know, what mistakes you've made, no matter what you've done in the past, no matter where you're at right now, no matter how high that mountain seems like you got to climb to get out of there, it's possible.
Yeah.
You just got to focus on what you can do right now. And if you focus on what you can do right now and you continue to focus on what you can do right now, at a certain point, you're going to be somewhere else and you're going to be looking back going, man, how did I get here?
Yeah. 100%. All right, Mitch. Well, we appreciate your time. This is a great interview, man. I'm very excited to post this one. I'll be posting it on Friday, and I'll be sending you clips and all that. But I just want to say thank you, bro, for your time. I know that camp right now and everything's probably super busy, so we're greatly appreciated of it, and just hope the rest of camp goes well, and can't wait to watch you in July.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yes,
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Have a good
And we're back. Shout out to Mitch Ramirez, W interview. That was a really fun one. Just to kind of hear his perspective, bro. Hear where he's coming from. Hear his thought process through all the things that went on in his life. Truly an inspiring dude to hear from, and just kind of, you know, be able to pick his brain a little bit. So shout out to Mitch. But we got the UFC Apex event to talk about now. What is that? UFC Vegas 119, I want to say.
Yeah. Just quick.
Dang.
Mitch versus Chase Hooper. That's next month, right?
Yes, sir. That's in OKC. July 18th.
That's right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So we'll be seeing our homie Mitch hop in the octagon right away. Couple guys who are 0-2 in their last 2 fights, looking for some big wins. So that's going to be a highly motivated bout. I do think if Chase Hooper wants to stand with Mitch, Chase Hooper's about to get fucked up, man. Chase Hooper's about to get dropped. He's very chinny. But we'll get to that when we get to that, man. That fight's
Mitch's fights don't often go to the judges.
yeah.
So
That fight's
he might be able to finish Chase.
just under a month away, so we'll talk about that when it comes. But we got UFC Vegas 119 to talk about. We'll start from the bottom. We mentioned Shane Collins versus Otari Tanzalovi. Yeah, I mean, I think this was a really good fight. Pretty back and forth, but I think Shane Shane controlled the fight for a majority of it. I saw a lot of people really upset that Shane got this win, saying that should have at least been a split decision, but like every minute that I watched, it was kind of in Shane's control. So I think a unanimous is. I thought it was the right. I thought it was
a very good debut win for him, dude.
For sure. So
I'm pretty sure wasn't that scored a 30-27? Or am I mistaken?
I can't remember exactly. It might have been, and I think that might have been why people were kind of outraged.
I'm pretty sure it was 30-27. That's exactly how I scored it. Yeah, looking at the stats, like Otari was able to take him down 5 times, but anytime he did, it's not like he did crazy fucking damage on the ground. And Collins was able to get up every single time.
3 submission attempts too from Shane Collins.
Yeah, like I don't know, bro. Very weird. All the shit that I'm seeing online, people hating on Collins, complaining about maybe the way the fight was judged. Like, I don't think I have an issue with anything. I thought he looked decent. The judges got it right. But I don't know, man. There's always shit to bitch about, right? People always have a fucking problem. So I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Yes,
man.
It was 30-27 across the board.
Dang, okay.
And I think that was spot on.
I think people just see like a fighter that they kind of lose, and then they're like, 30-27. Hey, I'm a victim too. I thought that I remember saying after Kyoji got finished, I was like, early stoppage, no, but as he just got fucking face planted into the, into the canvas, I was like, okay, maybe not. Next fight, we don't even gotta talk about it. Luana Santos, Carol Rosa. Luana Santos, typical wet blanket. Oh, we already talked about Levon Chikeli versus Leon Shabazian too. Quick finish, dominant finish. Leon Shabazian might not be UFC caliber, so that could be a big reason why that happened. But we'll see what's next. Gaston Bolanos, Michael Aswell Jr. Now this is a fight of the night option I think it could have been in the conversation. Michael Aswell actually outstruck Gaston Bolanos, but I think the more damaging, more thudding shots were thrown by Gaston, and that's what got him to win. But a really good fight. It's pretty back and forth for a lot of it, but I definitely do think that Gaston Bolanos pretty handedly won that first round, and I kind of think that's what won him the fight. Just kind of how
He just looked sharper,
yeah,
honestly.
I don't want to say dominant, but that first round, like, he looked a lot sharper, opened up the fight, and I feel like just kind of carried on throughout the rest. But great fight, bro. Great fight.
Big underdog too. Shout out Gaston.
Yeah. Nothing to say.
The
there.
UFC Winnipeg fight.
I got nothing for you, man.
Okay. Yeah, UFC Winnipeg fight. Alan Nascimento, Mitch Raposo. Now, Mitch Raposo is a ranked flyweight now, boys. I don't know if you guys knew that, but
Which is
Is
crazy.
that according to AI or media?
that is an AI ranking. Mitch Raposo.
AI likes Mitch Raposo.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
AI doesn't get it wrong.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Now, looking at these numbers, kind of weird. Kind of weird that Mitch gets the win here. He has 3.5 minutes less of control time, 20 less significant strikes, almost 40 less strikes thrown. Was I watching I'm gonna be honest, I don't
No,
really,
it was.
I don't remember watching this fight super like intently, to be honest.
The way I remember it,
It was a split decision. It was
First round was super fucking close.
Yeah.
Very close. I would maybe lean Mitch. I think second round was Mitch's good round. He won that one. Then I think Nascimento kind of came back late, had a good third round. He definitely won that. 1-1 on the scorecards. It came down to that first, in my opinion. Yeah, like you said, bro, it is weird looking back at the numbers because Nascimento outstruck him. He actually got, a knockdown, apparently. No takedowns, but yeah, weird. Close fight.
Yeah, no, very, very questionable, but I just remember it being super fucking close, and I believe Alan Nascimento had a lot more damage. I think he had some blood, so maybe that...
I mean, I do know Nascimento got busted up under
Yeah.
the eye or something. Like, he got a good gash, so maybe that's kind of what won Mitch that first round. I don't know if that's when it actually happened or not, but
yeah.
good scrap, man.
Loki gotta watch that one back. Whenever hop in the fight pass, watch that one back.
Man, it's kind of hard to remember a lot of these because I was fucking looking into like sun glare the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
That was a big part of it for sure. I feel like I missed a lot of like good details. Bia Mosquito, Melissa Mullins, Bia Mosquito showing some grit, getting freaking chinned on the feet. Eventually the fight went to the ground. Bia Mosquito throws up that armbar, gets it done. How good is this chick's jiu-jitsu, man? She is nuts.
Shout out Bia.
Shout out Bia Mosquito, and she confirmed that she blocked Clavicular's number, so Clavicular got mogged by Bia Mosquito.
So Clav shot a shot and he got turned down, man. Hey, I respect it.
Nope.
Andre Lima, Kevin Boria. Already kind of talked about this one a little bit, but yeah, really close fight. Kevin Boria with the freaking got hit in the nuts, took the full 5 minutes to recover. Bro, I don't know. I felt like this one was a very unanimous decision. Again, is crazy to me. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Unanimous decision is crazy to me here because I thought this was a really close fight. Yeah, but Andre Lima loses a 0.
Did they take a point from Lima, or was it just a warning?
I don't know.
No, I don't think they did.
I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I don't agree with this decision. I want to say Andre Lima won that fight, and I want to say usually, the judges, if you see a guy who's undefeated and he's in a close fight, especially one this close, like this razor thin, I almost feel like you got to give it to the guy who's undefeated. But like also at the same time, I get it. But I genuinely do think Andre Lima won this fight, and I think he has every right to crash out. But it's also interesting to me that he's moving up to 135 now because of it. But hey, respect.
Oh, one of the judges scored it 30-27 for Kevin.
Yeah.
That's just fucking brain dead. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with this at all.
It's weird, like looking at the stats and shit, like this Lima had 58 total strikes. 22 of them were leg kicks.
Mhm.
So, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Again, it is just you can't really base an outcome of a fight off the way the stats look.
For sure.
But I don't think it was 30-27 Boras, that's for sure. I think that's a little fucking wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Main card now to talk about. We're starting off with QJB's boy. Vinicius Oliveira versus Andre Philly. Vinicius, man. Recovering
Got
from...
some more controversy, boys.
Oh, true. Forgot about that. Yeah, Vinicius taking the beating to the liver in the first round. I thought the fight was done there, bro. I'm not
Shout
gonna
out
lie.
Herb Dean.
I thought that
Dude,
shit...
that kick was fucked.
Yeah, multiple, dude.
Shit sounded fucked.
Just digging in that liver. And then also his foot was all messed up. Every time he throw a leg kick and like Nick Lima's leg or something, he would be hobbling around on it for the next little while. So that was weird. But shout out to Vinicius for showing that grit. And then, yeah, I guess we got to talk about it. The back of the head elbows here. And it's funny, again, that it was with Herb.
Just so happens to be Herb again.
I personally, I'm not going to fault him like crazy for this one. Philly was already out of there pretty much. The fight was going to get finished no matter what. I obviously don't think like a guy like Vinicius Oliveira, who has no real history with doing shit like that, is doing that on purpose. It looks bad because he cut him open on the back of the head, but like, I'm not gonna.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna come at my boy Vinicius too much for that, because I do think that one was an accident. Surreal Gone, on the other hand, is a motherfucker, and I think that's bullshit. So.
Did you see Tommy Aspinall's video today that he made?
Yeah.
Gotta wear a helmet. Put
That was
First
cool.
got the receipts, man. I like that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like I said earlier, like this whole, it's funny, man. Like whenever something controversial happens, like for example, the whole Tom Aspinall eye poke situation, and then his teammate comes out, you know, in his defense in Ante Delia saying, you know, I've never poked somebody in the eye before, and then the next day gets fucking knocked out after he thinks he wins a fight because he eye poked the guy.
Yeah.
It's funny because then you have the whole Pereira situation, back of the head shots, whatnot. Next event, same thing happens to a guy with the same ref.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty ironic, but I do agree with you. I don't think the Vinicius incident was as obviously bad as the Cyril Gahn one. Philly was turtling up. Vinicius was kind of just throwing fucking haymakers. Landed one on the back of the head, gashed him open. Yeah, like you said, I just don't think. I don't know. It's not as bad as the Cyril Gahn one. I do understand people would say like Pereira was moving at the time. He's just kind of throwing hammer fists, but it's not like Herb Dean ever at one point ever said, you know, watch the back of the head or anything.
Yeah.
You just kind of stood there watching. So I don't know. Oliveira situation, not as major, but it is just funny that an incident like that happens after what just happened with Pereira.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Makes you think, is Herb's time coming to an end soon?
Been seeing a lot of people saying that he's got to hang him up, man. And like,
Bro, or just give him a couple months off and fucking send him back into training or some shit. Like go take a fucking another reffing course.
yeah,
Just to maybe refresh your fucking brain on like how the fucking sport works and how the rules work. Like it's one thing when you're telling us, you know, giving us an instructional on like how back of the head shots work, but then to hear the way you explained it to an actual fighter in Alex Pereira coming out and saying that's not how you explained it to us, then it's like, okay, well, what the fuck? How are you supposed to hit a guy into the back of the head, essentially?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't understand anymore. Who knows?
It's
sorry, Barry, you go ahead.
It's pretty bad too when like I remember Sean O'Malley actually mentioned like he remembers Pereira and his team extensively talking to Herb and like the other refs. I don't know when they did that. I guess it was before the White House event, so either in the afternoon or the day before. But they were talking about, you know, the rules, and I do remember Pereira saying like watch back of the head strikes, watch, you know, nut shots, eye pokes, whatever. Just keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
And then for it to actually play out, and Herb just did nothing about it. It's fishy.
It's weird. And also, I want to say that the video that Herb Dean put out with like the tape on the back of the dude's head, bro, no one has ever said that that's like that's the only area of that back of the head that you can't hit.
Yeah.
From my understanding, every video that I've seen when a ref is inside of the the change room with a fighter, it's anything behind the ear. That's what that, or like you have like a little bit of leeway back here, but once it gets to anywhere back here in like the back of your neck, that's where it seems like, you know, that's not allowed. But that Herb Dean video that he put out, he said it was just like this strip down the back of your spine. Bro, he's just talking out of his ass. He's completely just talking out of his ass, trying to cover himself up. And that's weird, bro. That's weird. Like, just acknowledge where you went wrong, make the effort to change, and no one would be coming at him like this anymore. No one would be questioning this shit no more. This is on Herb, bro. This is on Herb. He's doing some dumb shit, and I think he kind of deserves to pay the price a little bit for this, in my opinion.
Well said.
Yeah, completely agree.
Thanks, bros. Next fight. Finally talk about another fight here. Oh, dude. Murtazali Magomedov and then Melsik Bagdasaryan? Bagdasaryan?
I think you nailed it.
Melsik Bagdasaryan? Okay, let's go.
I think you fucking nailed it, boy.
Murtazali Magomedov. How good is this dude? First Twister sub in the UFC. This guy's still undefeated.
Dude, that was crazy.
First debut in the UFC. This guy might be a problem, bro. This guy might be another Dagestani. What are we doing, bro?
Another Magomedov. Holy
Another
shit.
fucking Magomedov.
And the 145 division, man. Holy shit.
Just another dangerous prospect. So you got like Luke Riley, Kevin Vallejos in that division. Can you even call Kevin Vallejos a prospect anymore? He's a contender now.
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't qualify him as that.
Yeah, true.
Oh, you right, bro. You right. Yeah, you right.
We're at AI era, baby.
And AI is always right.
Exactly.
Yeah, shout out to Murtazali. He might be a little problem for the rest of the 145 division for some years to come. Next fight.
Have you ever been put in a twister in your training?
Oh yeah, dude. It's honestly one of the most like so painful. So painful.
Getting your spine cranked?
Just fucking completely twisted up. Yeah, you feel so. Well, for that to happen in a fight is crazy because honestly, I feel like you got to be pretty. You either got to be a little bit low level to be put in those, or you got to be going against someone who's super high level because it's pretty easy to recognize when it's getting set up. In my opinion, anytime that I've been put in them, like I can.
Because it's not like a singular limb. It's not a leg. It's not an arm. It's your whole body.
No, yeah, you already got like the body triangle on the guy, and then you got to kind of move your torso around him, and it just there's a lot of steps to it. You got to move his arm behind your head. Like there's so many steps behind it, and I feel like it's so weird that it happened in a MMA fight. You don't really see that, but I'm a white belt, so I got no input for that. You could tell me to go put someone in a twister, someone completely willing, just lying down, no defense or anything, and I wouldn't know how the fuck to do it. So
it looks like a lot of steps, bro. It looks super high level, at least from that fight. Yeah.
It's just I don't know.
To do it mid fight, bro, that's insane.
It is insane.
Especially was it first round?
Yeah, very quickly into the fight. Next fight, Hyder Emil versus C-Rod. C-Rod gets the KO. Shout out to C-Rod, bro. Shout out to C-Rod. Fucking great performance from him.
Man, Hyder looked old, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Hyder.
Yeah, I got chinned, and then the guillotine, tight guillotine from C-Rod. Put that motherfucker, or was it a ninja choke? It was one of the two. Put that motherfucker Hyder Emil out. I mean, yeah, not too much else to say. Shout out to C-Rod. C-Rod's got a weird kind of career trajectory. I feel like he loses the guys that he probably should beat. Then he beats guys that a lot of people counted him out. I can't remember. Did you guys take Hyder or C-Rod?
I took Hyder, unfortunately.
I took C-Rod.
So I think it was me and you, Bart, who took C-Rod.
Yes.
But I don't think it's crazy to take Hyder because...
No.
Bro's a pretty legit, like, career, UFC fighter. So, I don't know. Weird.
He was 11-2 coming into this fight. I mean, he's coming off like losses to Delgado and Emmers, but
I mean, Jose Delgado is like a pretty like a real problem.
Yeah. Exactly. Another thing, we got C-Rod, we got D-Rod, we got G-Rod. What other rods we got?
We got A-Rod.
My rod.
Oh.
W. What a rods.
W-Rod. Next fight, co-main event. Ion Cutelaba Cutie versus Navajo Sterling.
Cutie.
Had me clenching a little bit at the first. I thought that Cutie came out pretty hot. Obviously the takedowns was kind of out wrestling, Navajo, and then Navajo just eventually found his way back. Hey, we might be seeing a pretty legit 185er in Navajo Sterling, dude.
I feel like he's getting better each fight, man. I feel like he's getting better each fight.
He improves every single fight so
Yeah.
much, and he's already a really great striker as it is. Bro, I like Navajo. I was really hard on this guy when he.
Bro, I remember.
I was really hard on him when he first came into the UFC, but bro, he continues to impress me every single fight. I really like. Maybe it's because Cam was so high on him too, but like, bro, I really like Navajo Sterling now. I think he just gets better every single fight. I agree.
Hey, I like it, bro. It's development.
Back.
Ian looked good until he didn't, pretty much, like until the fight was stopped. But
Do you think he
yeah,
gave
dude.
up?
I'm seeing people saying that online, bro.
That seems like a verdict.
I don't know. Maybe he just fucking really exerted a lot of energy in that first round and just didn't have the gas tank. But you never know, dude.
Yeah.
I never want to call a guy a
takedowns.
fucking quitter, but
Yeah.
except maybe Derek Lewis. But
5 takedowns. The submission attempt was pretty close.
Oh, I feel like I remember that. Like,
It was.
I think I was saying to
Yeah.
myself, "Oh, you better not squeeze there, bro, because you're just gonna burn your arms out." I think I was, bro. I'm pretty sure I said that to myself when I was watching this shit. I might have been right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe he just ran out of gas. But as someone who took Kyoji in this, yeah, that submission attempt was like my only hope, bro. I thought he had it. I thought that was where he was gonna get this win, but hey, Navajo's like I said, he's improving every fight. He did look good in this fight, and yeah, gets the finish. So shout out.
Shout out. Main event: Manel, Kape, Kyoji, Horiguchi. Dude, this was a great fight, man. This is a really fun fight to watch. This honestly could have even been fight of the night. Like, there's a few options, but
Very real possibility. This also could have been.
Kyoji had control of this fight. I want to say he won both the first two rounds. Yeah, but Manel Kape, man, this guy is super powerful for a 125er. Like, way too powerful. He just seems 4 straight KOs in a row now.
He's on something.
it's that titty power.
Barrett, do you genuinely think that he's on something? Some PEDs?
Well, I don't think so, but it's just like I don't know.
It's sus.
Is Gyno associated with like PEDs or something?
Oh yeah. Gyno is
Is?
Gyno is like the number one kind of sign of steroid
Like
use,
steroids and
steroid
shit.
use.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of
but
what I thought.
Also, it's something that can happen without using steroids. Like Izzy has
Yeah.
it. You know, something that it can be natural too, but like he's got it bad, bro. He's got it bad.
He's got a fucking droopy tit.
Yeah, he does, dude. And the fact that he just goes out there and starches everyone, like it does look kind of bad. But Manel Kape,
Suspect, bro.
Manel Kape might be a real threat for Joshua Van. I fear. I think Joshua Van will put him out, or like could win that fight. Will win that fight. But all I'm saying is Manel Kape, if he hits you once, like it seems like that he has a pretty good chance of putting your lights out.
Is he the hardest hitter at 125?
I mean, who else are you gonna give it to, bro?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That's like what I'm posing this question.
Like, who else could you actually give it to? Josh Van? But like, he takes a while to put guys out.
Steve Urseg.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I'm fucking kidding.
As good as Loner's boxing is, I don't know how much like the sheer power.
Yeah, Manel probably is the fucking hardest hitter up there right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who else.
I feel like Van's just accurate.
Like volume.
Same with like Loner. I would even say Urseg's kind of more just like accurate volume. But yeah,
you know how
Manel's got that one shot can fucking put you down.
I don't know how they would do it. You'd have to put like a chip in the glove or something. But you know how the NHL has the NHL Edge, and you can see how fast guys shoot, who's got the hardest shot, who's genuinely the fastest in the NHL. It'd be cool if we had like a pound for pound who hits the hardest based off stats.
That'd be
right.
Fire. That'd be fire.
Like maybe Manel isn't the highest because he's a 125er, but maybe he hits the hardest compared to like Tom Aspinall, or like maybe he's up there. Who knows, right? Like sheer power.
Yeah.
I'm sure CP would be up there. Justin Gaethje would definitely be up there.
You heard it here first. Frozen Fists.
That'd
Manel
be
Kape
sick.
hits harder than Tom Aspinall. You heard it here first.
Yo.
I'm playing. No,
shit.
that would be cool though. I know they had like the technology in the mouth guards. I don't know if you remember that. Like in the sphere, they had like their heart rate through the mouth guards. That was cool.
There's got to be a way. I mean, like just like a chip in the glove, so you know how fast the punch is moving. There's got to be a way, man.
Would be interesting.
And then we can finally know how Justin Gaethje is doing all this damage to these guys. Where this guy's hitting like a fucking truck.
Because he's got putty in his gloves, man. He's putting Play-Doh in his gloves. I'm playing. So that wraps up UFC Vegas 119. Pretty good card. 5 for 5 finishes on the main card. Can't complain about that. Fun card to watch. Boys watch it outside, just chilling. It was a good little vibe.
It was a W vibe. It was a W vibe.
It was a W vibe. It was a shame that we had the sun flashbang.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We made it work. It was still a great little vibe there. Just us three, bro. How often do we just get to watch a card, us three? Almost never. So, W card. That was dope. But we got UFC Baku to talk about now, man. A lot of good fights on this card. I'm only really going to go through the ones that interest me. You guys can interrupt and talk about any ones that kind of, catch your eye. But I want to start. This is my fight to watch. This is very early on the card. But Beksat Almakan for Jean Matsumoto. Bro, this is a sick matchup at 135, all right? This is going to be a feisty little matchup here. I'm looking very forward to this fight. Two very young, highly touted, highly skilled, hungry prospects at 135. This is going to be a great fight. I think both guys are coming off a loss right now. Yep, both guys are coming off a loss. Jean Matsumoto just lost to Farid Basharat. Very close split decision. And Alexander Topuria kind of did put hands on Beksat Almakan. But that's a tough test. Alexander Topuria, they're talking like this dude could already be in the rankings at 135. So, looking very forward to this fight. This is going to be a fun one. And that is my fight to watch for that reason. These guys are just young.
I like it.
They're hungry. They're feisty little dudes, and I think it's going to be a banger.
I think you picked it correctly, bro. It's gonna be a fucking back and forth scrap between a couple young bucks.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Couple little dudes.
I don't even know who I'm picking in this one. Honestly, I might be rocking with Jean Matsumoto.
That's what I got. I think
like that guy.
I think he'll pull off a 30-27 or like a decisive 29-28.
I like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Next fight I want to mention, I just want to mention it because it's him, but Danil Donchenko fighting Theodore Berggren, who's coming in on short notice. Shout out to Theodore. Bro, you're getting sent to the fucking slaughterhouse. I'm sorry, brother. That's a tough matchup to make on your UFC debut.
Is Donchenko Swedish? Or where is he from?
Ukraine.
He's Ukrainian, yeah.
Okay, so we got a Ukraine versus Swedish guy.
Yeah.
I will say there is a ton of countries represented on this card.
There is a lot of different.
Shout out.
A lot of different countries.
Con Ofley, Javier Reyes. That's a good little fight, Con Ofley. Con Ofley, he was at UFC 325. He robbed, who was that? Isa, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's the fight that I'm thinking of, right? I remember.
Yeah, that was when we were sitting in my whip.
Yeah.
Sucking on a little fucking herb, and we were kind of when they read the cards off, we're like, what? Like,
yeah.
What fight were we watching? That like, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, shout out Con Ofley, man.
Yeah, I remember that pretty vividly. That was a fight that he did not win, but got the win. So we'll see if he gets it done. Nursultan Ruzaboev versus Andre.
This is a good fight.
This is a good fight, dude. This is a good fight for a scrappy little 185 matchup. Andre Puliev, only guy in the UFC to take Atiba Gauthier to the judges. Now we didn't have any moments in that fight really, but to survive 15 minutes with Atiba Gauthier, pretty respectful.
This guy also went the distance with CLD.
I was gonna say, yeah. So this guy's got a chin, bro.
I'm gonna lean Andre Puliev here, man. He has obviously got Nursultan Ruzaboev with the freaking wealth of experience. Bro has how many fights is that? Bro has 47 fights in his pro MMA career. But honestly, bro, when you start fighting that much, like it can do more worse for you than good. So
Hey, he's fought some tough competition, man. His only loss in the UFC is to Joaquin Buckley. Only one of his fights outside of that fight has gone to the decision, so he's knocked out or finished his, Bruno Ferreira, SD, Eric McConaughey. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could see him low-key winning this.
I could see him winning too, but I don't know. The guys that he has beat, other than Bruno Ferreira win is huge. But, like, other than that, the other guys he's beat, I'm not super high on. So,
Dude, he's got an insane record. Holy shit! 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Fought 6 times in 2015. Fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times in 2017. What the fuck?
that's the most I've ever seen. Holy shit.
Bro, this guy. Oh my god.
That's the average Russian right there.
Yeah, because he just finishes all his fights in the first round, so.
He's not even Russian, bro. Average, like, fucking Caucasus region guy.
Oh,
Crazy.
wow.
Let's go, Rizaboyev. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put myself on an island here and take Andre Puliev.
Hey.
Honestly, bro, I don't think he's gonna win, but it's not a crazy pick.
Yeah.
Not
And
a crazy pick.
it'll most likely be a decision if he wins. Or even lose. Either way, I can't really see him getting knocked out.
We'll see. We'll have to see. Next fight, you got Abdul Rahman Yakyayev versus Julius Walker. Oh, I wonder how this one's gonna
Hey,
go.
it's your
Juice
boy.
box.
That's your boy, dude.
I wonder. Yeah,
Freaking juice
I
box.
like Yakyayev. I wonder how this fight's gonna go, bro.
I was talking about Julius.
Julius Walker. Oh yeah. When did I took
Yeah.
him over? Who did I take him over? Who was that?
You took him over Dustin
I was
Jacoby.
with you.
Dustin Jacoby,
I was with
right.
you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna correct myself this time. There's no way in any worlds in any multiverse that
Julius loses this fight?
No, that he wins.
Oh,
this
you're
fight.
picking against him, dude?
Fuck no. Oh, yeah, dude.
Wow.
Hey, bro.
You got my boy
Wow,
Yak Yayev.
man.
I like Yak Yayev too. He's going to slump Julius Walker, bro. What were you
Ilya
gonna say?
Taporia
Yeah.
lost to Justin Gaethje, bro.
You right.
Anything's possible in this multiverse.
You right.
You think he's gonna slump him, or do you think he's gonna submit him?
I think he's gonna slump his ass out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Julius Walker is a little bit chinny. To begin with. Now he only has 2 losses in his career, and Dustin Jacoby has a lot of power, but he went out pretty easily in my opinion in that fight. Maybe it was just because I picked him and I feel a certain type of way about it, but I'm pretty high on Yakyayev. He's unlike fucking Basinger Sursakayev, another Chechnyan dude. Yakyayev goes out there and he's like Hamzat. Like, he'll just press you in the first little bit of that fight and do whatever he wants to you, basically. He's legit. He might be a champion one day, is all I'm saying.
The way I see this one playing out, I think Yakyayev's gonna step his foot on the gas, kind of fucking stalk this guy down. Maybe crack him. Little fucking just throw something down the pipe, crack him, and then jump on his back or something while he's fucking trying to scramble, blocking a little sub. I think we might see his 3rd sub in the UFC. But
Okay, well, get the fuck out of my head.
I'm open for a knockout. Okay, sorry, bro.
Because that's what I was exactly going to say. He's about to get his 3rd submission in the UFC in a row here. He's going to stun him, and then it's going to get to the ground, and he's going to submit him.
Okay.
So,
All right, Bart. I like
I
it.
see that playing out.
Okay.
It's a brother telepathy right there.
Facts. All right.
But yeah, like Ryan said though, for the light heavyweight division, this guy is scary.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying he could be a big problem in the future.
And the light heavyweight division, Loki needs that. So,
Facts.
need some up and comers.
Especially with Hotan moving up too, you don't got too much going on in that division right now.
Yeah, it's nice to get prospects for these heavier divisions. You know what I mean?
For sure. All right, we can move on to the main card now. Starting off at the bottom of the main card, Abus Magomedov versus Michael Olek. Still don't know how to say this motherfucker's name. Michael Oleg Zaychuk. The streets will never forget when this was being rumored as the main event.
Yeah, hey.
Worst,
God damn.
that would have been worst main event all time.
Now it's the main card opener. So
yeah, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord that this is not the main event. But yeah, this is a good little scrap. I'm definitely leaning towards Michael Olek though. You know, Michael Olek. Oh my days, dude, this fucking dog, man, scratching at my door. Give me a second. Yeah, Michael Olek getting it done. By decision. Michael Olek decision win.
Yeah, that's honestly, I'm gonna go Olek by finish. I don't know if he's gonna do it by knockout or submission, but I do see Michael Oleksiejczuk being able to withstand the amount of pressure Magomedov's gonna put on him for a bit. I feel like he kind of comes out hot and then he's a notorious gasser outer, as I like to say. I feel like Oleksiejczuk's live for a finish here, so that's what I'm gonna go.
I could see Michal getting a little a knockdown. I could see him getting knocked down, stunning him, but I would probably lean the decision route. But this is another one of these fights on this main card it's just a toss up, bro. It's a very close fight. You can't count a boost out, but I'm going with Olek.
All right. Next fight. Now I'm really surprised by your guys' decision here, but we got Ikram Aliskerov versus Bruno Ferreira. Bro, I think that this is like pretty convincing Bruno Ferreira KO win here. But you guys can convince me otherwise for sure. But honestly, I'm just not like I'm not super huge on Ikram Aliskerov, and I think Bruno Ferreira is like, obviously he's coming off a KO loss, but I think he's a pretty scary 185er. I think he gets this one done, and I'm taking Bruno Ferreira by the KO. Much smaller guy though.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I know I said I'm taking Aliskerov. I am gonna stick with it. I will stick with my pick, but I am a little nervous here. Bruno Ferreira is fucking scary. He's fought in the better competition. I just feel like looking at, their stats up against each other, Aliskerov has more output. He just strikes more on the feet.
Yeah.
But the competition he's been going up against hasn't been top tier. And he went to a decision with Park Jun Yong. Took him down 5 times, outstruck him, knocked out Andre Muniz. But before that was when he got KO'd by Robert Whittaker.
Yeah.
But that's fucking Robert Whittaker, man. That dude's fucking... It's Robert Whittaker. He's fucking good. Like I said, this is a coin toss for me, but I'm going to lean with the Russian, bro. The 17-2 guy. That's all I got, man. This is going to be a fun fight.
I'm going with Ikram. I think he can not only hold his own, but he'll do well if it goes to the ground. He obviously has output. He can hang with Bruno. I feel like Bruno's only chance, for the most part, is hitting him with some power, bro, and then stunning him, knocking him out, whatever. And I can't really see that happening with Ikram.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I'm leaning more towards him. But like in the past, like I've been hesitant to pick Bruno, and I want Bruno to win, bro. I do. But
You think
just
Bruno,
the way
you think Bruno is gonna have trouble putting Ikram out?
I just don't think he's gonna find Ikram. I feel like Ikram can defend well. From what I've seen from Bruno, he throws a lot of power, and I think it's gonna be kind of predictable. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I can't see him putting him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Not like he's a one-trick pony, but like in this fight, I feel like that's where he's gonna have to rely on that, right? And maybe he gets it. But I don't know. I can't see it.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
I got Ikram by decision.
I was more so surprised because I know I think you guys took him against RoboCop too. You took Bruno against RoboCop. So I was a little bit, I was a little bit surprised to see that you guys
looking back on that, I shouldn't have relied heavily on their past fight. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought it was going to play out that way, and it didn't. So
fair enough. Next fight, Asu Almabaya versus Charles Johnson. This is a big matchup for flyweight. It's a really good fight actually for midway through a fight night card, honestly. Like,
Mm-hmm.
pretty big implications at 125. I'm going with Asu. Younger dude. This just looked really good in his UFC career thus far. He's a little bit smaller, not a little bit, quite a bit smaller, but I think he is going to just kind of wet blanket Charles Johnson. I think he's going to be able to bring this fight into kind of his style, you know, the Caucasus region type dude. I just think that this is. I honestly don't really think this is going to be close. I think it's going to be a pretty dominant Asu Amabayev win. I hope Charles Johnson can prove me wrong, though, because I low-key like Charles Johnson. He's got a fucked up haircut, but I fuck with him.
Yeah, dude, I'm going with Asu Elmabayev as well, but you can't ever count Charles Johnson out, bro. These are the guys that he beats. You know what I mean?
Yep.
These young fucking guys that are just looking really good that you're counting Charles out against, but
Yep.
he finds a way to get it done. So definitely a winnable fight for him, but I'm with you. I'm on the Asu train. I think, yeah, he might kind of do it in I'm not going to say dominant, but I think he'll be pretty controlling of the fight, and he'll be able to pull it off.
Okay.
But hey, Charles, let's see it, buddy.
Still crazy that Charles beat Loner. Not only beat him, but knocked him out.
And Josh Van, bro.
And Josh Van, brother.
And Josh Van, yeah. Yeah, Asu, man. Only loss in the UFC is to Manel Kape getting knocked out. In my opinion, I think he's gonna, like Ronnie-san said, you know, the younger fighter. He's just better. He's just better. I didn't love. I won't say I didn't love it, but Charles Johnson, his last fight against Bruno, wasn't. I mean, he squeaked it out. And got the win. I think this is the easiest Asu Elmabayev decision win, man. I know you guys are saying, like, you know, this is who Charles beats, right? This is his. This is his bread and butter, right? This is his bread and butter, but I don't see it. I think Asu Elmabayev by decision.
Man, you fair, man. That's fair. I can't blame you for that. Next fight. Now, this was probably the hardest one. The one that I had the most trouble picking a side. Got Nazim Sadikov.
Yeah, same.
First Mateus Camilo. Nazim Sadikov. I'm pretty high on this guy. He did just get dominated really bad by Faraziam. But Faraziam's pretty fucking good. Like, Faraziam is genuinely a pretty dangerous guy at 155. He just lost to Tom Nolan, but I'm still pretty high on Faraziam. And, you know, the fact that he was able to make Nazim Sadikov kind of look very human was crazy. Because I am pretty high on Nazim Sadikov. But also, you got Matias Camilo on the other side of the octagon. Younger guy. Not really too much difference in size, but, you know, younger guy by 7 years. But I'm going with Nazim Sadikov simply just because I'm pretty high on him, bro, and I have been for some time. Even after that Faraziam fight, instead of like my stock on Nazim dipping, I think that just showed how good Faraziam is. So I'm leaning towards Nazim, my boy. Sadiq off.
Yeah, bro. I'm going with my boy. You guys know how I feel about Nazim Sadikov. I like this guy. I'm taking him to win. I just feel like looking at his strength of schedule compared to Camilo's, it's night and day. Obviously, I know Camilo's only had 2 fights in the UFC. Lost his debut against a guy named Gabe Green, got submitted, and then won a decision against Vyacheslav Borshev.
Who Sadikov went to a draw with.
Hey, there we go. Sadikov lost to ZM. ZM was fucking hot at the time. Knocked out Nicholas Mota in a fucking banger of a fight.
Yeah.
Knocked out Ismail Bonfim in the first round.
Yeah.
Right at the bell, it looks like. I don't really remember what happens there. Submitted Terrence McKinney and knocked out another guy, Evan Elder. Like, he's fucking insane. I'm going Sadikov. If this guy loses, it's because he fucking slipped on a banana peel.
Hey.
I really wanted to take Camilo in this. I went back and forth a few times. I do think Sadikov's going to win. I got him winning. But, you know, Camilo, the younger fighter, trains at Extreme. So he's, you know, there you go. Trains with some higher level guys. But Sadikov's good, man.
He is.
And like you guys said, his only loss is to Zion, at least in the UFC. So I gotta go with Sadikov, man. I gotta go with Sadikov.
Yeah.
But I will not be surprised if Camilo gets it done.
Most
and
definitely.
and Sadikov also, he's fighting in his hometown. So
Yep. Got a couple Azerbaijan dudes on this. So shout out to those boys, man. Shout out to those boys. You got Nursultan Nazim and then Fiziev, obviously, but co-main event. I'm gonna say this, boys. I think this is weird that this fight's the co-main. I don't know what else you would put. Like, I think Asu versus Charles Johnson has a lot higher stakes, but obviously you're probably gonna put the heavier guys as the co-main, right? But we got Shara back in the octagon versus Michel Pereira. We haven't seen Shara in a little minute here, so we'll be hyped to see him back in there. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a Shara win in my opinion. I haven't been impressed with Michel Pereira at all lately. I think when we first started watching the UFC, he was getting these really fun wins, really fun finishes, and just doing crazy shit. But since then, he's just been kind of fucking the dog, and I don't even think that he beat Zach Reese, in my opinion. So
no, he didn't win his last fight.
yeah, he didn't. He fucking scammed away with a win. So I think Shara's gonna go out there and probably put him out. Honestly, if he doesn't put him out, then it's just gonna be a brutal beating.
Yeah, I just think Magomedov is just the better fighter overall. I think he's sharper, more precise. And again, strength of schedule. This guy's fought in fucking pretty good guys as of late. But you never know, dude. Pereira could do a fucking backflip off the cage and fucking chin the guy. So I don't know. I'm going Magomedov though.
Yeah, this has the potential to be a very fun fight if these guys get a little crafty and start, getting a little freaky in there. I'm going with Shara. It's going to be his first fight of 2026, so let's go. He's just the better guy. He's, I mean, just simply the better guy. And, yeah.
Yeah, no real other way to put it.
Yeah.
Main event, man, this is a banger. This is gonna be a fun fight.
Banger!
Rafael Fiziev versus Manuel Torres. You just know this fight's gonna stay on the feet, boys. You just know. Man, fuck, is this gonna be
Do
a
we
good?
think it goes past round one?
Ooh.
Because I just want to say, Manuel Torres, 6 fights in the UFC, finished all of them in the first round.
Yep.
And you got Fiziev on the other side, who's just a Muay Thai demon. Like, this is a
Fiziev's coming off getting knocked out, too.
This fight's hard to fucking pick because, like, Fiziev's good. He's only really lost against, like, top-end fucking guys. Rufy, Gamrot, Gaethje.
yeah.
Other than that, brother, this guy's fucking... Like, I was counting him out against Bahamondes. I'm pretty sure I took Ignacio in that fight. And he made it look pretty nice. But then you got fucking Manuel Torres, bro. Like I said, 6 fights, 6 finishes in the first round. Counted him out against Grant and Dawson. Knocked him out in less than 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
This one's hard, brother. I'm personally leaning Fiziev. I think he's again, strength of schedule, fought in the better guys. He's been doing it a bit longer. But these fucking young up-and-coming guys who, are performing well, and it's consistent performances too, it's scary.
Yeah.
Torres is no joke.
Yeah, you explained it to fucking T, buddy. I don't know who wins this fight, but I'm going to go with Fiziev simply because of you, like you said, bro. Strength of schedule. You can't. Like, bro, this guy's fought the best of the best at lightweight. Like you said, only lost to the best guys. This is a really tough fight to pick, but exactly, I think I did count Fiziev, or I think I took Bahamondes as well against Fiziev, and yeah, we obviously seen how that went. So it's gonna be a good fight either way, bro. But I'm gonna lean towards Fiziev, the Muay Thai demon.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a violent fight, boys.
It's either gonna be really bloody or a quick finish.
Yeah.
If you use MMA math, Manuel Torres lost to Bahamondes, and Fiziev beat Bahamondes. So
There you
if you want to use
dude.
MMA math there. But I'm going with Fiziev, bro. I can't see him losing on home turf. In my opinion, well, obviously he's the more weathered fighter. He's the better fighter, in my opinion. He's the more skilled fighter. But that being said, Manuel Torres, great, great KO power. Every fight in the UFC has been a first-round finish. Win or
Really
lose.
good boxer.
Very good boxer. I mean, he's even got a submission win against Chris Duncan.
Which is pretty impressive.
It's very impressive, yeah. That's Chris Duncan, bro. I think this is going to be Torres' first fight to leave the first round. I think Fiziev could get it done in the second, the third, maybe the fourth. But I'm gonna stick within that second, third round. If Fiziev gets it done. Okay. But man, this is a very good fight. I'm very, very much looking forward to this little afternoon fight. Let's go.
Facts. W fight, W card. Honestly, pretty underrated fight night. I feel like it's not getting a lot of hype because of the main event. Main event's nothing crazy, right? But is Manuel Torres in those AI rankings? So
I don't know.
Who knows?
W question for me. I'm gonna search that up.
Who freaking knows?
Let's check that. Let's check because I feel like I did not see his name.
He is.
He is
13.
Oh, Fiziev isn't on there.
No.
Holy shit.
UFC has him at 15. The AI has him at 13. And then Fiziev is not in there.
Wow.
But he's 11. But he's 11 by the media. So.
Disrespectful, bro. Disrespectful.
Weird.
Hella
Weird.
disrespectful. How are you going?
The arena that it's at holds around 9,000 spectators, so it's a good little fight night.
That's it. Damn.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Is that where they normally go in Baku?
I guess so. For the fight nights, yeah, I'm sure there's a big arena. If they wanted to do a numbered card somewhere there, I don't know.
It's kind of weird. Interesting. Yeah, they doing my boy Fiziev wrong on those rankings, man. AI, come on, what are we doing? I thought you were supposed to be right. All right, bro.
I'm gonna go tell AI right now to fix it.
You go let him know, man. I'm pissed.
I'll
Let him know that I got something to say. All right, man. We can wrap this Johnny boy up. W little episode here, boys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to Mitch Ramirez for coming on the show, obviously. Yep. UFC Vegas 119 was a great card. 5 for 5 finishes. We see if we can outdo ourselves in UFC Baku this weekend. Yeah, Rafael Fiziev, I really want to see you get this win, brother. So do it for
I'm excited for this morning card.
Yeah, dude. It's nice to get a morning card once in a while. Nice to just wake up, get straight into the fights. Shit's fire.
We got a morning card, then we got a week off, and we got Conor McGregor.
Oh,
Conor McGregor!
Let's go, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, boys. We'll wrap this John up.
I will say, just a little teaser for the next episode because it's episode 50.
Oh.
I got a little something planned.
Hey. Dang, 50
episode 50
episodes, man.
Well, a milestone, so
we're coming up. We're coming up on a year in a couple weeks as well. So
milestones, baby.
Couple little.
And honestly, kind of crazy that a year ago, or coming up on a year ago, we started Frozen Fist, and it was a Dustin Poirier fucking fight. And now this guy got arrested.
Now bro's
trying
in
to
the
fight in
slammer.
the airport.
Now bro's in the
Now
slammer.
he's in the slammer, so a year later, man, life hits you fast. Life comes at you.
It's fucked up, man. Shout out to DP, man. We should end the episode there, like on that. I hope he gets the help he needs, bro, because that was a lot worse than I thought it was. A lot worse. So.
I know, it was like when it got released that he got arrested and it was just for being drunk in public. It's like, okay, are we being serious right now? A guy can't get fucking drunk at 6:30 p.m. and then the body cam footage comes out and you're like, no, Dustin, like it's funny but sad at the same time because he's talked about it in past interviews, the whole retirement thing, and if he doesn't have something he's looking forward to or trying to, better his family in any way, he's a danger to himself.
He gets up to no good, yeah.
That video, yeah, bro was
like
wilding
Cam
out a
Russell
little bit. But what are you gonna do, man? Praying for you, Justin or Dustin. Praying for you, Dustin. Hope all is well, brother. Hope it all works out and you get back on track here.
Facts.
Maybe he comes out of retirement, bro. Maybe this guy just needs a fucking fight.
Maybe he moves up to 170, fights Connor again. Ooh.
Maybe we get another Connor. Oh my god, bro.
No, you know what we're getting? Justin.
Don't even get me started, man.
We're getting Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. Justin Poirier.
Justin Poirier.
We're getting Justin Poirier versus Dustin.
We got
Gaethje.
Jadustin.
Fuck yeah, bro. All right, man. We'll end it
All right,
here.
boys.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Use code FROZEN, Nutritology, Hayabusa. You guys know the drill. But yeah, I'll let you get to it, QJB.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Ooh.
Peace the frick out, Frozen Fist Fight fans.
Peace.
Peace.